yellow. Hey, we are live. I'm watching the colors on my Mevo change. So we should be live on Sunday from the west coast of California, where it is a blazing 100 and some odd degrees outside. Probably hotter than we want to know, where we are spending our day hibernating indoors with the air conditioning on. So I want to welcome you, if this is the first time, to our Sunday night live for our public group. This will be our last Sunday night live in the public group because we're going to be occupying this time slot for our private group. So we will be looking at different schedules and different time frames to see what day might work best for the Sunday night previous public group. But we have a lot to get done in we can't even count it the last 6 months of the year, because for us wreath makers, Christmas is pretty much over, except for local events at the beginning of December. So not quite 6 months. So anybody there, babe?
Yeah, a bunch of people jumping in. I moved over to the Cats Creations instead of, when I posted it, came up with my name, so.
Oh, okay.
So give me a second.
So he's having fun trying to figure this out. We should have, there's no wood. We should have no technical issues because we wired everything up directly to our internet, so we are not wireless at all. So aside from the fact that Steve might lose connectivity on his Android device, which is nothing new, because we are still trying to talk him into upgrading his phone, we're going to be making a bubble wreath. So this will be, unless it's a custom order, this will be my last beach wreath for the summer, even though, well, it's July 1st. Happy July 1st to everybody. Last 6 months of the year, counting down. I get super excited in September, early October. I don't know why, because those are like supposed to be fall months, but we won't generally see fall-like temperatures here until the first weekend in November out here in the desert, so it's not very fun. But
not bad. We've got 67 people on, so a lot of people jumping on.
Let's get started. So let me prep everything for you guys to let you know what you'll need to put this together. This is a really simple wreath, even though the technique is difficult. It's basically the poof method in a very confined space. So if you're struggling with the poof method, this was a great one to practice on. You will only need one 21-inch Deco Mesh roll of your colors, your choice. Obviously, I'm picking this metallic, it's like a greenish teal. Depending upon how you hold it, it goes green or it goes blue, which is perfect for the ocean. You will need 2 zip ties. You will need a wreath frame, preferably one that has 4 rails. If you only have one with 3, that's okay. You can still make that work. You just kind of have to toggle a little bit differently in the layout. Because technically what we're doing is we're following the middle rail. So we have 4 rails, the inner being 1, the outer being 4. So we're actually going to be occupying the space between wreath rails 2 and 3. So we're going to be stacking all of our material in just this center ring of our wreath frame. This came from Dollar Tree. Go visit. He has cookies.
I already gave him all my cookies.
You already gave him all your cookies.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying hi.
Okay.
Carolyn said hi. I saw you on Lauren's page.
On Lauren's page today, right? I know. I was super excited because she asked me to come over there and talk about what I've been able to do with my business since February till now, which is crazy. In Etsy and Facebook and everything else, but it's a lot of work. So I always tell people that they like the results, they want to be where I am, but you have to understand that there's an awful lot of work on the back end that nobody sees. Like staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, working out technical issues or whatever. So back to supplies. Okay, Dollar Tree wreath frames you can get at the Dollar Tree. If you go into your Dollar Tree and they're sold out, you can order them online. When you go to the online store, it lets you order them by a case. There's 24 to a case, so it means $24. And a lot of times you have the option to have them delivered to the store where you can pick them up. And if you pick them up, there's no shipping. So that's actually very cost effective for us. I keep throwing cookies to our cats so they'll get preoccupied. We are using, I think it's a 6x6. Yes, we are going to use a 6x6 sign from Lee at Personally Yours. It's all one word ran together, just like it sounds, and she's on Etsy. If you're in the private group, we get discounts from Lee on our signs, so it's a benefit and a perk you get, just no extra added fee. We just try to find people that are willing to work with us as wreath makers to try to help keep our costs down, because if we can keep our materials costs down, it means that our overall cost to the customer stays down. We will be using 2.5 inch canvas ribbon. This came from Craft Outlet. We will be using this 2.5 inch ribbon that came from Michaels. 1.5 inch ribbon that came from Hobby Lobby. And then another 1.5 inch ribbon that came from Hobby Lobby. And then a bunch of, we've been working with these for a couple, I want to say for like maybe a week or a week and a half. Just these little styrofoam balls that you can get at Hobby Lobby. They come in a bunch of different packages. So they do have red, white, and blue styrofoam balls that you can get. And there you can take the blue and white out. You can get the harvest colors, so you can pull your greens out. And then they introduced this bag, which I pulled the other small turquoise blue out of, to just kind of make, I called this wreath Bubbles and Baubles, because it's a bubble wreath, but we're going to be adding different elements to it. If we have the space, I might incorporate these seahorse that I got from Cracker Barrel. They're just little magnets, so these might go on there as well. I don't know yet. I just brought them all out.
Happy Canada Day.
What is Canada Day? Is that like 4th of July?
4th of July, I guess. They celebrate their freedom
countries.
of independence, yeah.
Okay. Well, happy Canada. I know, happy Canada Day. I know quite a few people up in Canada. So happy Canada Day to my Canadian followers, viewers, and other people who haven't found us yet, but maybe will.
And so far, I posted on there, let's pray that we don't have any glitches, because we're hardwired in.
We should not have any. I don't know what else we can do.
So far, Deborah says no freezing or glitches. So far, so good.
Yeah, because usually it's a connectivity issue. So we should not have any here because we're wired straight into the house and not running anything wireless. There's nobody home but us. So this 21 inch Deco Mesh I got from Hobby Lobby. So it's their premium mesh. This week, Hobby Lobby has their Deco Mesh and their ribbon on sale at 50% off. So from Monday to Saturday, any of the Deco Mesh, any of the regular ribbon that is not seasonally based will be half off. So you might want to take advantage of that if you want to put one together. So, any other questions before I jump in and start?
Just a lot of people saying happy to see what you do. Nancy said she's having some issues, corner check, trying to find some of the lists of the videos. So Nancy, message her privately and she'll work with you.
Yeah, the one thing I can tell you with accessing videos is everything's different. You're going to have a mobile device and a tablet that are going to have limited visibility because you have small area visibility and a lot of information. So a lot of the tabs that people tell you that would logically make sense, like videos or a file, don't exist on a mobile device or a tablet. They do, however, exist on a laptop or computer. So if you're trying to find stuff and you're on a mobile or a tablet, an iPad, a Kindle, I'm trying to think, I don't think Nick gets the internet.
I don't think Nick does either, yeah.
But you're going to want to utilize the search bar at the top and just use that to search everything. Search for specific video, bubble video, flower video, Etsy video, Facebook video. That's going to be your key. Now, if you're on a laptop or home computer, you just go to the video tab, open it up, and all the files are there. So that's just technology. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. Now you guys are used to seeing me when we do poof. I fold it over and we start with a 5-inch, what do you call it? A fold to contain the ruffles. But when we're doing bubble, we don't need to. So I'm just going to gather it all together and make sure that my sides are up. And for me, it's easier if I just drop it to the floor, because otherwise it just spreads out all over the counter. And I'm going to take this and stick it between rails 2 and 3, but underneath the very first weld. So what I'm going to do, flip it over, still holding this all together. All I'm trying to do is contain the cut frayed edge. So once we get the zip tie in there, we're good. And you just zip tie it to one single rail. Doesn't matter if you zip tie it to rail 2 or 3, just pick one.
It zooms in a bit.
Okay.
So a couple of people are asking, no more Sunday live at 5 for the regular group.
We're going to look at trying to figure out a different day. Right now, Sundays seem to be overly populated, and then a lot of people are cutting out early, like because of the work day. So we're going to look and see if we can find a better day for it. Friday night still stays the same with the group. That doesn't go away. But we're going to be looking at an alternative day or time for the public group. So.
Yep. And then, guess I can't find that color mesh anywhere, and 10-inch sold out everywhere.
This?
Yeah.
You want 21-inch, but go ahead.
And then Jane said, what is that color? Where did you get it? It's beautiful. So.
This is Hobby Lobby, and it's usually found in their not seasonal section, so just go where all of Hobby Lobby's Deco Mesh and Ribbon is. And this is their premium. It's like a teal colored metallic. And then what we're going to do is, this is where it's key. This is how you can make it look really amazing, is being consistent on your measurements. So as you guys saw, I measured this. This is exactly 10 inches. And what I do is I stick my hands through the bubble. This is why it's called bubble. It's the same as a poof, but you want to make sure that all of your, like, it's not folded. So it makes a nice little bubble. And then you're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to run your pipe cleaner between rails 2 and 3. We're going to bring it up and we are going to twist it. And
no, that's 21-inch mesh she's got right there.
Yeah, this is all 21-inch deco mesh. So you can do it on a 10-inch deco mesh. You probably will want to go smaller wreath frame, or you want to go smaller poofs. Because with the poof, it's covering the entire section from the inside all the way to the outside. The way that poof lays, it just creates like a nice uniform bubble. So this is where, being precise on your measurements, you should have 5 bubbles in each of your wreath sections. So there's 6 on a 14-inch wreath frame. So if you're doing it on a 16-inch, you might have more. Your sections might be smaller, so you might have to make slight adjustments on that. So again, I just make sure that it's not all folded on itself. Again, rails 2 and 3.
Jane, call us at good news today. Hubby's doing better.
Awesome.
So it looks like they're going to be going home tomorrow. Thank you for all the thoughts and prayers.
It's always good going home from the hospital. I always thought that going to the hospital would be such a fun experience until you have to go. Then it's not so fun. So again, perfect 10 inches.
And you're wiring to the middle 2 wires, right? 2 and 3.
2 and 3, just like this.
Yep.
So measuring out your 10 inches, pulling your bubbles so that nothing's folded under, and then just kind of pushing that forward. Take your pipe cleaner, and I go through rails 2 and 3.
Yep.
Pull it up. Just make sure it's kind of even. And then I twist these like 3 or 4 times. Because for me, I'm not going to go back in and add anything else to my pipe cleaners where they are sitting. So as you guys will see, this wreath will stack in really nice and thick, and in doing so, you won't be able to come in here and lay in ribbon. It's just too deep. And I think somebody had asked me how deep is that. So I'm thinking if we're doing 5-inch bubbles, we're technically folding it in half. It's going to be about a 5-inch deep cavity.
Is this your last beach wreath for the season?
Unless I get a custom order.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So July is all going to be everything Halloween. So I already posted my schedule for the private group of what we're going to be making for the entire month of July, which is we're going to be doing Halloween lantern swags. We're going to be doing Halloween garland. We're going to be doing a Halloween door swag. So it's different than a wreath because this is something that's going to actually hang vertically down your door. So we haven't done that yet, but we are going to incorporate that with Halloween. And then we're going to incorporate the horse head wreath. So that's what's going to be happening in the private group in the month of July.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to that.
The horse head?
Yep.
I know.
Horse head, yeah.
I look at it and go, okay, our private group is now $17 a month, but for me, learning a lot of my tutorials that I pay for, I mean, I pay $19, $20 for my tutorials. So just think of it this way: you're getting 4 tutorials at $17 each. Well, not each. $17 broken down into 4. What is that? Like 4, 4, 4. Can't even do the math in my head. About $4.25.
Yeah. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 in this section.
Yep. Donna, and yeah, there's 5 in each section.
And then I make what looks like is going to be the 6th one, but I start it in the 5th section, but then I jump it over the rail, and then this becomes number 1
right
in the next section.
So you do 5, and then the 6th one, you jump over to the next section, it becomes your first one.
Right. So that's how you get over your rails. So we're just going to twist this 3 times. And I think we had a lot of people make these after I showed you how to do them on, was it Friday? We did one.
Yeah.
What did we do on Friday? Oh, the Christmas one.
Christmas one, yeah.
We made a Christmas bubble wreath with lights. So it was just to teach a new technique to the public group, and then also to show lights, how you can add lights to your wreaths.
Yep.
So that was a must-have request. So what questions do you guys have?
Some people are saying, can't wait for the horse head. Halloween garland, can't wait.
The great thing too about the horse head is we're incorporating it. It's going, well, we're making it the nightmare horse. So it's going to kind of be black with like orange and red and yellow kind of flames for Halloween. But you can take that same design, turn it into a unicorn, turn it into a regular horse. So many different variations. You don't have to stick to that one.
Kristen said, which is weird, my hobby leads to give it a program. All they have is basic mesh and basic colors. So disappointing. It's really weird. You'd think that they would be uniform throughout the whole country.
What do you mean? Hobby Lobbies?
Yeah, Hobby Lobby. She only has basic mesh and basic colors.
Well, remember though that things are available online.
Yeah.
So online is always an option. I know a lot of people started picking up, I started looking at Paper Mart yesterday. Now Paper Mart has inexpensive mesh in a wide variety of colors and prints, but they don't have like a minimum to get to that free shipping.
Yep.
Unless you're a Southern California customer, then you can go will call it and pick it up. That's the only way to do it.
Jane asked, when do we get to see the angels?
It's going to be in August. So it's getting ready for, what is that? August will be all about fall, because I'm just following the calendar for wreath makers and creatives and how you follow the retail channel. So in August, it's supposed to still be a little bit Halloween, but I'm hoping that we will have knocked Halloween completely out of our system by July, that most of us won't want to see anything related to Halloween.
I think there'll still be a lot of Halloween in
There still will be.
Yeah.
So, and if you're doing local craft shows, obviously that calendar does not apply. However, we're going to start to see a lot of Christmas in July, folks. So I think that's going to be a lot of what we do in the public is ramping up for the Christmas in July stuff.
Do we actually know what color that is? Debbie asked what color is that. She loves that.
It's called
color.
a metallic teal.
Metallic teal.
Metallic teal. So,
and it's usually standard at our Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, we always see it in our Hobby Lobby. And it's funny because a lot of people said at their Hobby Lobby this year, they had this on clearance.
We never got that.
No, I know. We're still paying.
Yep.
Go look tomorrow if you have a local Hobby Lobby because, again, it'll be half off. This normally sells for, I think, $15.99. So it will be on sale tomorrow for, what is that?
Yep.
Like $8. So
Deb said, love this method. I think you're just doing it again because there's a lot of other people that didn't come on.
there were. There's a lot of people who did not get to watch it on Friday.
Yep.
So I just figured, you know what? We'll finish off our summer season in July.
Hi, Jean. Hi, Jenny. Lynn asked, can you add ribbons to that?
It's so deep that, and as you're pushing it, you're really stacking it like sandwiches. So the depth of this, to get that all the way down, let me look. I'm almost going to say it's 5 inches. 5 inches exactly. So your ribbon's going to sit way in here and you don't want it to push it apart. So I would say no. You could put a bow on it. You can put embellishments on the outside of it. But I haven't seen anyone do this technique. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know I always lose count. And put ribbons on it. Bows, yes. Ribbons, no. Just because it's too tight and too deep in the stack.
So I'm zooming in for a bit.
Because it's different than doing a poof where you could. Because as a poof method, we don't really, we don't squish them so tight together. So you have that space that you can kind of play in. And this one we don't.
Yeah, Sandra said, I can't wait to see the horse head. It's going to be exciting. And then Debbie said, I wonder about paper and mark mesh, the quality.
You know, from what I've heard, the mesh is okay. This is where doing this method, if you had a lower quality mesh, you would still be able to turn out a really good product because you're bunching it up. So with you stacking it, you're not going to have that visibility of a thinner mesh to where if you did a regular poof method, you might have to go back in and thicken it up with maybe a 3rd row on a poof. Or if you were doing a ruffle or a curl, you might have to do more than one color just to get it to where you don't see the rail.
Hi, Peggy.
So what other questions do you guys have?
They were saying the half off was last week, I think, here in Southern California for the mesh.
What's it? Trying to think.
I don't remember.
Maybe. I could be wrong. Wow.
Floral starts here tomorrow, so I think floral probably is on this week. And then
it might be floral.
Yeah.
But if you happen to go over to Hobby Lobby anyway, you can get a lot of the 4th of July stuff. It's 30% off. So you could pick up your red, white, and blue balls. You could pick up some ribbon. I want you guys to start thinking of these colors as Christmas, not patriotic. Red and white, blue and white. So
yeah.
If you start picking up your stuff that's on sale, ooh, I know what's on sale this week at Hobby Lobby. All their spring stuff's on sale at 66% off. So all those signs and stuff for Easter, if you saw something you wanted and didn't pick it up at Easter, grab it for next year because we start spring in January.
I know.
Ooh.
Hi, everyone, just jumping on.
I think it's going to throw off all my decorating schedules. So,
Dawn said, I saw this method on Friday. I've made 2 already. Love it.
don't you love it? Bubble is so amazing. It just makes it look nice. It really and truly does. So my daughter had asked, she's like, will you do a bubble ocean one? Which makes sense. You'd think about it.
Brenda said that they had a Christmas in July wreath on TV today.
Ooh.
They were real and had a bow with a few ornaments for $47, but there wasn't much to them.
That's crazy. See, and what I will share on our both public and private pages is as I'm finding stuff in the stores, I will show you, you know, Walmart has, you know, their Christmas stuff out, but look, you know, or Home Depot or what is it, Lowe's, they'll have wreaths out there. But now, if you're into making them or just watching them be made, you can really pick out the quality and what's missing. You know, it's like, oh, okay, that's a cool design, but it's very thin.
Jenny asked how many bubbles per section. So there's 5 per section.
5 bubbles per section.
And then you jump into the next one.
Yeah,
which
you
makes
jump
your first
the rail.
One. Right. And then it's 21-inch deco mesh.
And you can count. So if you're like me and losing count, you count 5, and then you're jumping into the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump 1, 2, 3, 4. So that just tells you push it down.
And yes, you're tying them between the 2 center wires.
Yes, 2 and 3 is what I label them.
And
These
Linda,
2.
Yep. And Linda, the size of the poof is 10 inches.
Exactly 10.
And you have to be very accurate. You cannot go over 10 because you barely have enough to make this with 1 if you do 10 inches.
Yeah, I mean, you can do them with 8, you can do
or 9,
but just be consistent in your measurements. That's how you get that really nice bubble look. And it generally will not be perfectly round because you're dealing with a bubble coming out to the outside.
Yep.
But I just fell in love with this mesh. This was our favorite mesh all year, right, babe?
Yeah. Yes.
You like that teal?
Yeah. That's the prettiest color.
For us, yeah. This was the base for a lot of my ocean or beach wreaths this year. This exact same color in 10-inch, 21-inch. It didn't come in 5.5-inch, so we were kind of there. So now I'm going into my 4th section. So, and you can run your pipe cleaners the opposite direction. You can make them go down below. I find it's a little harder to tie them underneath. Like if I was to try to take these and twist them underneath, it'd be a little challenging. So I just leave them up. They'll look nice once we finish.
Hi everybody, just joining.
So poofing.
Thanks for sharing and liking.
Yeah, make sure you guys share and like. Then this video's forever on your page.
Donna shared, she said, well, watch replay, was watching someone make a rainbow wreath. So cool.
A rainbow wreath.
Interesting, huh?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying to think of, I have an idea for a Halloween wreath, so I'm just trying to figure out how to implement it and make it come out the way that it is in my head out on the wreath.
And right, and you're tying to the front. You're tying the pipe cleaners to the front, and there's a reason why.
To the what?
When you're doing your twist ties, they're on the front. They're on the top, not on the back. You're
Right.
not tying them on the back.
It's easier to tie them this way for one.
Right.
But yeah. If you watch the video on Friday, you know why. Which consists of a ball of styrofoam glitter balls.
Hi Jane. She said, so each bubble gets a Chanel stem.
Each bubble, yes. I'm like, yeah,
This
a
is,
little V.
Karen, this is 21-inch mesh.
Yeah, I just have it on the
Yeah.
floor. Just so that it's not pushing things off the counter.
The
It's
10-inch
just easier.
The 10-inch mesh doesn't get as thick. It's not as full.
I would probably, for me, I think I would probably go down to a 12-inch.
12-inch
should.
reform. Yeah.
I should try to do a 12-inch one and a 10-inch deco mesh roll. So, it's just time consuming, but.
Hi everyone, just jumping in.
So what do you guys think? How many of you have actually done the bubble technique since seeing this? Like it if you have done the bubble wreath already.
Or
the bubble
just comment.
technique.
Or just comment and say I have done bubble, or I have.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it easy. Just push the little like button, so much easier. Sometimes it's hard to comment.
Oh, good. Linda says I have.
You have?
Yep, Linda Liggett
Okay.
says I have. Dawn said if you use orange mesh, you could make a pumpkin.
You could.
That's right.
And you know what? This looks really nice because it's got the little grooves in the center.
Yep. Allie said I have and I like it. Deb said I have. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Denise Rhodes says done one. Debbie said I've done it before. Linda said not yet. Judy says I have. Carla says I have. Connie says I have. Dina says like it and did. Trisha said bubble for fall wreath.
This would, I know, we have. We have already done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I've sold both of my bubble wreaths that I made for fall. They're already gone.
Just last week, yeah.
Well, I sold another one.
That's right here, isn't it?
Yeah, I just boxed it up today.
Yep.
So bubbles are good.
Ginger said yep, did it last year. Chris said love it, yep. Sharon says working on one right now with 10-inch mesh.
Ooh.
So Sharon, how full does it get with a 10-inch mesh? Are you using the same 14-inch?
And are you doing 10-inch poofs? I'm just thinking it would probably be shorter because, well, it would depend on how big your poofs are. Because if you're still doing 10-inch poofs, it probably won't go as wide. It would come in more narrow. Okay, so there's...
Frida said I shared 10 times. Thanks, Frida.
I appreciate it. Really, I do.
Melinda said not yet. Carolyn said I have. I made a Halloween wreath. Gail said yes, I've made 2 of them.
I know. People are liking them because they're really easy.
Janet said not yet.
They're very cost effective because if you have a bunch of 21-inch mesh just sitting around and you're like, what should I make with that? This would be a really good starter because that's all you need. And sometimes the more intricate the pattern, the nicer the outcome is. Like if you have stuff with a lot of stripes, a lot of colors. I went with this because it's kind of like an iridescent two-tone color.
I'll zoom in a bit. Peggy says I have the mesh on my table and ready to go, but then had to make dinner. Carolyn said I have not, but I'm going to try it.
Gotta try.
Kat said, have you ever added ribbon tails to this method?
I have not.
She just spoke about that earlier because how thick the bubbles are.
Yeah, how deep it is in here.
Yeah, it'd be hard to put ribbons in the middle.
I said they're like slices of bread in a package of bread. So it's like trying to stick something in between. You're not going to see it. I mean, you barely see the pipe cleaners, and they're standing straight up. And I think these are 12 inches.
Sandra, it's a 14-inch wreath frame.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, yeah.
My go-to wreath frame.
Shirley Singleton said haven't yet. Allie said it's great for cheaper thinner mesh.
Gotcha.
But I know you like doing it with the high foil, the premium mesh, because it really pops.
Those whole I'm like all the examples. I only have my Christmas one that's still left from the bubble. But like I said, for me this year, this is the first time for me to see it. And somebody asked me, they're like, "Can you teach us how to do the bubble technique?" And I was like, "What is that?" So, research, training, lots of YouTube viewing.
Yep.
That's where you do it. But like I said, the effect, how thick and how full it is, just makes it look really amazing.
Jane, you didn't really miss anything. She just asked how many people on here have made the bubble technique, and there was everybody saying, I have, or I haven't.
Yeah. We did like a mini survey of how many people have.
Jenny said not yet. April said just came on, missed how you did the bubble. No problem, April. You can always go back and watch the replay, but she's putting basically 5 bubbles in each section, and they're measured to 10 inches. And
you can see all I'm doing is just, if you know how to do the poof, then you can do the bubble. If you're not confident on the bubble, the poof, this will just make you more confident because that's all you're doing over and over and over all the way around.
Yep.
It does get a little tight when you meet when the sections get together, as you will see. I'm looking at how much I have left. Usually it'll take it right.
Ginger said she did a double color one. Very cool.
Ooh, okay, that now I have not done. I want to do it. Where you have one and then you alternate the colors.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, like do pumpkin, but alternate it.
Or like American flag or
well, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Looking at
or
what
Christmas,
we have for like the rest of the year.
Christmas, yeah.
Christmas, yeah. Like two-tone green, maybe make it like a evergreen.
Jean said like the bubble since you showed us.
Bubbles.
Sandra said I have made before, was her grandson's teacher in pre-K. That's awesome.
Ooh, very cool.
Jane said I haven't because it looks hard, but I will try.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
It's really not hard. All you have to do is just be consistent, measure out your 10, have all your supplies done, you know, have all your supplies out so it's easy for you to access.
Yep.
So just think of it as loaves, what I call it, slices of bread.
Slices of bread.
So there's my 5th one, and I'm jumping into my last section right now. So I just pull out 10 inches from where I'm holding it to where my hand is now, and then I just take it like this and just make sure that it's not folded in on itself.
Yep. Faith said I went to order some mesh first. I did order the lights from Amazon, so that's where you got the lights from. Everybody should know.
I know. I posted the actual link because people were like, the SKU number you gave us isn't coming up, so I actually went into my order, pulled up the light order, took all my mailing information out, and then posted it. I think it's Home Starry LED lights.
Yeah.
They're like $8.99 with their remote.
On Amazon, they work
on
great.
Amazon. I just need to get my affiliate up for
Yep.
that. Need to add them. And you know what's funny? They're on my affiliate link now that I think about that, because I was going to add it to my affiliate, and they're already there. I was like, what the heck?
Sharon said for the 10-inch,
Mm-hmm.
she said it takes 10-inch poofs with 10 per section.
Ooh,
Use
that's a
2
lot.
rolls of mesh.
So
Wow.
it's about, well, because I'm looking at price-wise for a 10-inch deco mesh roll. It just depends on your color.
Yeah.
So I think they're about even, maybe, because I think 10-inch deco mesh rolls, if you get them at Hobby Lobby at half off, that's like $5, so that's 10.
And everybody,
This becomes 7.
I mean, you guys can experiment. You can see what it looks like with an 8-inch poof.
Try it.
Yeah.
There's
It just
no right or wrong.
Yep.
So now you guys can see, are you zoomed in pretty good?
Yep.
You can see where I'm at. I'm in the middle. So what I'm dealing with is the ones on this side where I started are laying down. So I kind of have to push them apart to continue to fill the rest of my poof.
Yep.
So I
That
think
does
I'm
make
already
sense,
2
too.
in.
Jan said that she's made a couple that turned out great. Linda said if you wanted to make a pumpkin, it'd actually probably be cool to make it on a 12-inch wreath, but still use a 21-inch.
Ooh.
Then you'd actually fill in the
Fill
whole
in
middle.
the middle, yeah. That would be interesting. I have 21-inch orange and I have a 12-inch wreath ring. You guys might just be seeing that. What am I have to do tomorrow? Nothing. Nothing. So I might be making that. Trying to think.
Oh, Jane, we'll pray for you.
What's that?
Poor Jane. She said my son just called and said her daughter-in-law was just rushed to the hospital back home from work. Might have been a heart attack. She's only 25.
God, let's hope not. Let's hope it's just something simple.
Everybody, prayers and send prayers for Jane
Last name?
at Colwell.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, it's the one her.
Her husband's just now getting
getting
out
Yeah.
of the hospital. Not dead. So as you guys can see, I'm winding it down.
Deb said I have an ombre blue that would make a nice bubble wreath. Probably, yeah, it would.
Ombre makes an amazing wreath. Have we done ombre? No. We did it on the daisy.
Yeah.
We made the flower. So I'm popping the last bits out. These are great to save. You can put these in your wreath boxes to make sure they don't collapse. You know how well the things get shipped lately. It winds up flattened and squished, especially if you have things that are breakable like seashells on it, starfish.
Adele says working on a Halloween bubble and I use 10-inch. We'll share when she's done.
Yay!
And good evening to you both. Hi, Adele.
Hi, thanks for joining. She's in our private group now.
Oh, Ginger said to make a double color for 10-inch,
Mm-hmm.
you can use the inner 2 and outer 2 rings and have a 10-inch on the inner and have a 10-inch on the outer.
Okay, I'm gonna have
See, there's so many different ways.
Yeah, and that's what's so nice is once you learn the techniques, like it's so crazy. Like I posted the picture of the orange sunflower wreath that we just did. That was a custom order for someone who wanted a summer sunflower color. And so it was weird. I had to actually go back and watch my own video to remember how to do it, what to secure it on, what were my cuts, how many of each. So having your instructions handy make things really super simple. So writing them down, like I have my own like little book that I keep all my designs in. Those help.
Kristen said that mesh is so awesome. It is.
Love this
Love that
color.
Judy said, could you show how you are doing that? I think you're pretty much already at your last one.
Yeah, I really am.
So Judy, you go back and watch the replay because she shows you how to do it as she's talking, and it's pretty quick. I mean, it's only been 40 minutes.
If you know how to do a poof, that's all we're doing. Is a 10-inch poof on the exact same rail all the way around.
But you're just squishing it.
Yeah, I'm taking
together to the next one.
And I'm not wiring it to the actual rails like what you guys are used to seeing. I have 5, but I'm going to see if I can squish this last one in. See if I can make one more.
So she's measuring the 10 inches.
Yeah. So I take this, and so what I would do is just take this and pull this out and measure about 10 inches. I'm guessing that's what that is. Wow, that's good. Okay, that's 10 inches. And so I take my hands, I'm holding it here so I don't lose where my 10-inch mark is. And then I open up the whole bubble. So like this. And then you push it forward so you have a bubble. And then you'll take your pipe cleaner, and you're going to take your pipe cleaner. I'm going to try to do it outside. This will go between the rails 2 and 3, so the 2 middle ones. And then you pull it up, and you just wire it to the wreath frame. So this one, it's hard to see because it's all squishy inside. But that's what it's supposed to do. And I'm actually shoving an extra one in here just because I had that much left.
Hey Karen. Karen Gonzalez is watching.
Hi Karen.
Shelly said, hi Kathy, I made my first bow on the Pro Bow, but you can see the wire in the middle of the bow. Is that the way it's supposed to be, or is it supposed to be hidden?
You shouldn't see the wire on a Pro Bow, because I'm thinking, one of these that I did on a Pro Bow, you shouldn't see them at all.
She said she used a light pink ribbon with a green wire.
Maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because I know that they always try to have you match, like...
use silver or try to match.
Yeah, silver or green floral wire. And I know the green floral wire is really, really dark, but I did it when I was doing my bow demo so that you could actually see the wire. But when I finished, you couldn't. So this is the last of my 21-inch deco mesh. So you can see I run it right to the very, very end. So this is all I have left. So, and I'm actually meeting the other one in the middle. And taking my last zip tie.
When she gets to the zip tie, she ties it to just one rail, not both.
Yeah, if you tie it to both, it'll just slide like our pipe cleaners do while we're trying to push the bubbles down. And I'll show you the underside so you guys might be able to understand what I did. So let me just make sure that's on there as tight as it can go. And then I'm going to cut off this extra because I don't want that there. Just like so.
Peggy said she saw someone use 21-inch ribbon tails.
That's it.
Very costly.
21-inch ribbon tails?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaners and push the little points in. So this is what the bottom looks like, so you guys can see. There are 5 pipe cleaners in each section.
Yep.
This is my start and my end. So the reason why I do it this way is, number one, it looks very clean on the underside. I know there's people who cover it up with a, what do you call it?
Mat or a felt.
Yeah, a mat.
Or backing board.
But you don't need to. And then this outer rail becomes your hanger. And there's nothing protruding on the back of this that's going to scratch or damage the customer's door. So it's very clean looking. And so if you look at it from here, if I had ribbon, let's just pull a piece of this out to show you why I don't think this would work. let me just measure.
Yep, Shelly, you're right. Kat has a video of a couple other bubbles that she's already done, right? I think at least one. I think you've done two.
2 Halloween, 2 fall, and a Christmas in this one.
Yeah.
So let me just show you. I'm just doing a double, dovetail. So this is why I don't think this would work. So number one, I cut this to 14 inches. So if you were to stick this way in here, let me find my pipe cleaner and try to secure this in here. This is why I don't believe it will work, nor will it look good. So this is what you would have if you wanted to incorporate your ribbons. It just does not look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how nice your ribbon is, it's too deep and it's too compact. So even if you tried to push these out, it would just look really weird.
This is one where you really want the deco mesh to stand out. So
yes,
you should use
that's
the high
why
foil.
you want to use, and like I said, you can use low quality, but because you're compacting it, yeah, it looks really nice. So what we are going to do is we're going to make a bow. We're going to add a bow. We're going to make our sign. I'm thinking I want my sign to go in the middle just to fill the hole. So this is what it'll look like with the sign. We'll make a pretty big bow, and then we're going to make use of the pipe cleaners that I have standing out here. So let's start with the bow first, because this will go really easy attaching the sign. So in doing that, I have my 4 colors, and I'm using the Bodabra only because it's easier for me.
And this one you only used 1 roll of 21-inch mesh. That's it.
Yeah, just 1. That's it. I'm done.
Yep.
Which is nice because most of my wreaths that I've made in the past have like 21-inch poof with like 2 or 3 10-inch deco mesh rolls on top of that.
Yep.
So it's cost effective.
Yep, Debbie, she said it's the easiest method ever.
It looks
One of the
great.
easiest ones,
It's very thick. So as you guys can see, you can barely see the wreath form through the other side. But you know when the customer puts it up against the door, they're not going to see it. They're going to see all the other stuff that's going on.
She also, the one I did had 1 color on the outside and another on the inside that pulled the bubbles into each other.
Ooh, that would be pretty.
Interesting, yeah.
I'm going to have to play with that. Yeah. Never know.
Debbie, yes, you can put the lights on the timer. They do have a timer.
Mm-hmm.
The one on Amazon, I think it's 6 hours on and then it'll turn itself off.
Yeah, the instructions come in the package, so just make sure when you're sending it out with the wreath that it sells with that you include the remote with it. Yeah. I almost did that. I almost sent the wreath, and then I had to cut the box open because I was just walking around. I saw the box on the counter. I was like, oh, I got to open up the box, tape it to the side so they have the remote. So to dovetail cut, we're doing wire edge to wire edge. Yeah. We're going to cut from the folded side to the wired point to give ourselves a perfect dovetail, which is going to make all your packages look amazing this year. And I don't want to go too big on my bow with the tails, so I'm kind of thinking if I kept it up on the top, the longest I'd want them to be is pretty much right there, which is
Hi, Vi.
9 inches long. So I'm going to start with a 9-inch tail. So when you're doing the Bodabra, you take your ribbon, you're going to start with the right side fabric up. So you're going to take it right at the 9-inch mark and you're going to twist it. Just like this. This is a thick one. Twist it, push it inside so that your wrong side fabric's facing up. This is right side. And then as you flip it up and over, now you have your perfect loop. And then you're going to do the same thing. Twist, push it down. So here's your loop. So I'm liking those. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-inch loops. 9-inch tails, 5-inch loops. Same thing. Twist, push it back down. Make sure this is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little too big.
Yeah, Donna also said we'd love to see a pumpkin wreath that way.
I know, right? That would look so pretty. And then, I don't know what we would do to make the little stem. I'd have to look into that one.
Gail said she's been using the empty tubes to wrap the open flex tubing. She just wraps it around it.
You can do that.
Yeah. We just use a gallon-size Ziploc bag and just stick it in that.
Yeah, I just throw it in the Ziploc bag. Exactly. Okay, so let me make sure I'm leaving enough room for my tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6.
sorry about that, Carolyn. She said her husband just had lung surgery 2 weeks ago, so she has not been on much. Hope he's doing better.
Yeah, definitely. We will be adding him to our prayer list.
Yeah.
Along with Jane's daughter. Like I said, hopefully it's nothing. So again, dovetails going from the folded side to the wired side. So there is our first. I'm just doing 2 loops per bow. Normally I do 4? 4. But I'm gonna, because we're doing 4 ribbons, I'm gonna keep it down. So there's still gonna be an 8-loop bow, but they're gonna be alternating colors.
Lynn Haskins said watched you last Friday, was mesmerized with your beautiful Christmas wreath.
Oh, that was this last past Friday.
This last Friday, yeah.
Yeah, that was really pretty. Because we did green and red striped.
Yvonne said, happy birthday, Deb. Which Deb's birthday is it? We have a bunch of Debs.
That's an understatement.
Deb who? Deb, which Deb is it? Happy birthday.
So now we're doing the 2.5-inch. This is like a glitter seafoam. So again, it just plays to the color palettes that's in the sign. So a lot of you have asked, how do I match my ribbons? So all I do is I take my sign and I just walk around with my sign into wherever I have all of my ribbons. I really need to get them organized by color. And obviously this one looks really good. I incorporated the seafoam because there's a lot in the seashell. We have this one, so it's a little bit of the green and a little bit of blue. And I'm hoping we have enough of this, which is like an iridescent kind of seafoam. It's just white, it's really pretty. So I just usually play with a palette of about 3 colors.
Yep.
So our tail starts here, so our tail has to start on the other side. Same theory. We're gonna twist.
I love your ribbon.
I like these ones. They're sparkly.
Gail said it looks like a bundt cake. Kind of does, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely looks like a bundt cake. Now you're just making me really hungry.
And it's only 22 inches.
Yeah, it's only 22 inches in diameter. It is a 6-inch thick wreath when you're finished. So it is very, very full.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be pulling these out. It's a weird kind of texture. It's kind of paper, thick paper. So I just want to make sure it's going to match. Flipping. So I'm going to do the same thing. This is the one thing I am not looking forward to this year. Glitter.
I know.
Because our house will be covered in glitter all the way through January. Not because we're making stuff, but by the time we're done making stuff, we have to decorate for our own holidays. And then within...
Yep. Charlotte said I'm going in to watch the rewatch. She had company, so she just got in late.
No worries.
Sandra, she said I have a green orange striped 21-inch mesh. I think this would make good for a fall wreath. That's what you did for your Give Thanks one. It was orange and green.
Was it orange? Orange, green, and brown, I think.
It was orange and green, I think. The orange and brown was the other one, the other fall wreath.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then Gail sent me some awesome ribbon, so I can't wait to make an experiment with that one. So this is it's like a sheer green. It's like a bluey green. So I think it plays off of this color really nice. So again, we dovetail everything just because it makes it look like you took the time to focus on quality.
Stana, it's S-T-A-N-N-A.
Uh-huh.
She's a local. She said, hey, y'all, watching from Pinion Hills, California.
What? Okay.
Stana, we're Victorville.
Yeah. So seriously, we're going to have a local get together because there's quite a few people in our local community, and we all need to get together. Okay.
Ooh, Carla said she did the bubble method with the black snowball mesh, and it turned out beautiful.
What did you use on it though? What was the theme?
Was it for Halloween?
I'm thinking it'd make a really good ghost ribbon.
Yep. And Maida said, so glad I found you. Loving it.
Thank you. See, I'm all about quality. So for me, it's always going to be found in the details.
Linda, good job. She said she bought the Bow Dabber this week and she likes it.
I love the Bow Dabber. For me, when I started out, everything was where can I get supplies that I can afford. Dollar Tree was my best friend. Getting the Dollar Tree wreath frames, the 14-inch, that are pretty much all-purpose. You can use every single technique on those, and they're only $1 each. You can get your glitter balls. Those will become available probably in August, I think. I would probably shy away from their Deco Mesh, just because the quality is very, very thin. You will not like it.
Craft Outlet's still the best.
Craft Outlet has about the best prices, but the order for Craft Outlet, you have to have $69 in order to get free shipping. But if you can bulk up, like find a partner and maybe you each put in $35, then you'll both hit the minimum, and then you don't have to order a ton.
You're at 202.
Okay, so I'm going, I love this ribbon. This is like my favorite ribbon this year that Hobby Lobby came out with. They have it in this color, they have it in coral, and they had it in like a seafoam green. And this went in every single beach wreath I had, because it reminds me of the white foam when the waves break and you get all that foam.
Yeah, it's pretty.
When we were kids, we used to call it was beer.
I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Hi Donna, she said she got in late. Probably not going to stay on. It's been a really hot day.
Welcome to the resin world we're in, right?
It was 100 here.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think. I think we're past our peak time. So I think I might have just enough to finish this one. So I really, really love this ribbon.
Jane asked, when adding a sign to a wreath like this, what size do you normally need?
We can go as large as 12, because I should just move the other one over here. Because I keep looking, because this is the bubble one, and I'll take the ball one down. So this was a 12-inch sign across by, I want to say 6 or 8.
6, yeah.
So 12-inch fits in there really nice with a bow. So I wouldn't go any bigger than 12.
I just zoomed out so they can see it now.
So, and that's the last of this ribbon.
So the Merry Christmas wreath behind her, it's a 6-inch by 12-inch sign. And that goes good.
Yeah. From Jane's Front Door Decor. Just in case you're wondering. That's where we get it.
Lisa said, love it. Karen and Gloria also said, very pretty.
So this is our bow. So I'm finished, but now I need to compress all those layers. So this is where you get that little piece that goes inside your Bow Dabber. This is all it's for. And you don't want to like wrench it because it's plastic. It'll snap if you press too hard, but just enough to kind of pinch it all the way down. And then I have my pipe cleaner. So I'm going to...
white one? I can get you a white one if you want.
Yeah, if you can. If not, no big deal. Because I can still make the blue work. Usually we try to match our pipe cleaner to at least the top colored ribbon. So using white, obviously you don't want to have this laying into your ribbon. And I think we just bought all your white pipe cleaners because they've been out. I've been using white on everything. Thank you. So we're going to do white. So I fold it in half like this so it's ready to go. This way when I go to lift it up from the center and just shake it out. So there's our compressed line. So I usually just slide it between my fingers like so. And then you're going to twist. And then you're going to use the material to twist the rest of it around. That way you don't have to worry.
Sandra said, love the sign. Vi said, love it. Is the sign from?
Personally Yours.
Personally Yours is the sign on this one.
And you can get it in different sizes. I just, like when I pick my signs, I go big, I go small. I don't really have a plan when I get them. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to feed this down.
Caroline, I think you mean the bow dabber. She said, where do you get the bow you're making it in? I think it's the bow dabber.
Yeah. This ribbon, the ribbon all came from a wide variety of different places, from Michael's, Craft Outlet, Hobby Lobby. This came from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Craft Outlet. And I brought some extra white just in case when I went to pull it out, I didn't have enough. So, obviously not. I usually keep these, and I keep the skew and a little sample, and I usually just tuck them in an envelope for Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's, and I throw them in my purse. That way, whenever you're wandering on those last minute field trips, when you don't plan to go anywhere, and
Hi, Natalie.
you have a need, you have your samples, so that'll tell you what you need.
A couple people from Alabama, Natalie, Sheila, and Jane, trying to maybe get together. They all live in Alabama. Yeah.
That's great.
Melody said she would love to have a local get together too.
I know Melody lives not that far away.
Melody is
Miraloma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jane also lives in Alabama.
See, you guys need to just get together and make your own wreath group.
And Lori is making a bubble wreath as she's watching you. Thank you for the great tutorial.
No problem. Okay, so I'm going to take these and pull these apart. So I usually try to pull one in one direction, the other in the other. So all I'm doing is just fiddling with my bow right now. Just pulling them apart, fluffing them up. Because you always want to take your fingers, you want to put your fingers through them. So if you're purchasing a wreath from me, your bows are going to be compacted to keep your shipping costs low. And all you need to do, because I give you a little instruction, this is basically just put your fingers in them and then just open your fingers inside the bow to fluff your bows. Because maybe you don't like the way I have the ribbon faced and you want your ribbon to face a different direction. That's entirely up to you.
Carolyn, you can get the bow dabber anywhere. You can get it from Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
If you go to Hobby Lobby, you can use your 40% off coupon. So it's for $15.99 with 40% off. It's about $7,
Right.
$8.
Eight, yep.
Yep. So that's the only reason, and I'm not shamelessly plugging Hobby Lobby. I'm just trying to save you guys money. So I like it because it's affordable. But yeah, they have it at Walmart. They have it at Walmart, Michael's, Joann's. Amazon might have one, but you have to be careful because they do make up the regular size and a mini. The mini is only for doing little girls' hair bows. So don't make the mistake of buying a mini.
Yep.
Otherwise your bows will be really, really small. So there's our bow. What do you guys think?
Yep. And that's both 2.5 inch and 1.5 inch in there.
Yeah, exactly. With the bow dabber.
Right.
And you can't see the ribbon, or you can't see the white pipe cleaner that goes all the way through.
Right.
So it's just, where's it? That's attached right there.
Yep.
So
Katie
now,
said she just made a bubble wreath with 8-inch bubbles with fall ombre mesh.
ooh.
I watched your Christmas live the other day. Now I need a fall sign and I need to make a bow.
Who is this?
Katie Owens. Not sure what to use for embellishments.
You can use these, Hobby Lobby.
If they're there. Yep.
Yeah, the signs, personally yours on Etsy, and Jane's Front Door Decor on Etsy as well, have amazing prices. If you're in our private group, you get discounts. So
Yep.
I'm trying to waive our private members to tell them, hey, don't jump on the bandwagon and go crazy ordering signs. Grab the discount code first, and then grab your discount, so you save money.
So Sharon, yeah, she makes bows out of both 1.5 inch and 2.5, but she normally puts the 2.5 inch on the back.
At the bottom.
At the bottom, and then does the 1.5 inch on the front.
Yeah, you can do either or. Like when I did it on my fall wreath, I have 2.5 in the middle, and
Yeah.
It's just preference. So when you're doing your signs, if you have business cards, attach them to the back, because no matter if you insert them in the package with your wreath, your customer will lose them. You just have it. But if they have them attached to the back of the sign, they know that your information is always there. So I do it on the back of the signs I use. Because we're going to attach this directly to the center, I'm going to pop holes in the sides. So I have a 1.5 millimeter Beach-Themed set of what is it? Metal hole punch.
Metal hole punch cutters. Yeah.
It's just like hole punches on paper, but it pokes a really small hole in the metal, and then you can feed your pipe cleaner through.
Now that is also on your list and on your Cats Creations list.
I'll have to revise the instructions, because if you're looking for it and you have a mobile device or a tablet, you don't see it the same way. Can you have me 2 more white?
Oh, sure.
I totally forgot, because we have a light sign.
Cheryl said that Sandy Malone's birthday is tomorrow also, so happy birthday.
Ooh, happy
Sandy
birthday,
Malone.
Sandy. Okay, those are done. So as soon as Steve brings these, we'll attach them to the back, pop that in there, and then we'll add our embellishments all the way around, and then we'll be done. So these are super fun, although I have it sitting in my master bedroom. I bought a stuffed Cheshire cat that is pink and purple, and I actually have the Deco Mesh that is pink and purple striped, the exact color that the Cheshire cat is. So we might be making him on a Facebook Live. So, and I think he would be super cute in a bubble.
Yep.
And just stuff his head in the center as though he's like kind of peeking out, and then his body would just become the bubble.
So we also have kind of a local Sally Young's in Palm Desert, California.
Oh, Lindy! Lindy's out in Palm Springs.
Is Lindy on?
I don't know.
No, I haven't seen her.
But we have a fellow person, a wreath maker out there that's in Palm Springs.
Yep.
So you guys are neighbors. So now I'm going to take this, and this is the nice thing about doing the bubble technique, is you can go right down and see your rail. So you can pop your sign up.
Sheila, stay safe. She says, looks like she's in a tornado path.
Oh.
Stay safe.
Yeah, definitely would not want to be there. As much as I love the rain, that would not be my fun moment. So I'm just propping my sign in its general location of where I want it to go. I'll move the ribbon in a moment. I think I want this down one more, up one more. Pop it through. What do you guys think of the technique, though?
Oh, yeah, they all said they love it. They all said they love it. Sharon also said you can get the Bodabra through AC Moore. They have a 55% coupon off.
I smashed my bow just so I could flip this over and twist.
You can refluff it.
I have to refluff it anyway because my sign is in here. So
Linda, the bubbles are a 10 inch. She measured at 10 inches.
yes,
No
these
more
are all
than 10 though.
Yeah. So I will just move all these around because obviously you don't want your sign being covered. What was the point of putting your sign on it if you have to hide it?
Linda said, love the bow. Jean said, I'll come to you, stay and close the hotel conference room and have a Cats group conference weekend. We talked about that last week.
So much fun. No, we talked about doing a Wreath Makers Live on a cruise, is what they said. They're like, get Hobby Lobby to sponsor it. You guys got some great ideas. We just need to implement those ideas, right?
Yeah. And Katie said, my brother lives in Murrieta, Temecula. We know where that is. That's where
I know.
Cat's brother lives.
My brother lives down there. What is it? Brothers all automatically live there?
I know, huh?
So let me look at what I want.
Yeah, Jean said, I'll stay at a hotel close to where you live. Here.
Here? Nobody wants to come to Victorville.
Nobody
Trust
wants
me.
to come here.
Nobody wants to come here. I don't even want to stay here. So I'm cutting some of my ties a little shorter. because I don't want them to hang quite over my sign too much. And I'm going to fluff all my bows.
Judy, she got the metal hole punch off of Amazon. She has it in her list.
It is in the list.
It's called Beach-Themed 1.5 millimeter.
There you are.
Audrey said the anniversary's canceled this weekend. Absolutely, happy anniversary.
Oh, really?
How many years, Audrey?
I am just double checking that. Okay. I don't know why I did that again. I went right smack off to the upper left. I just must have a thing for upper left positions of my bows. Look.
Yeah.
Except the other one, I did it right in the middle. I meant to do this one right in the middle. I still could. I could just move the sign over. I might do that. Ugh. But I'm thinking I like it like that. What do you guys think? Should we leave it like this? Or should I move the sign so that the bow is in the middle and the sign is in the middle, not tilted?
I still like it there on the corner on the side.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Takes just a
On
couple
the side
seconds.
or in the middle?
Leave it or change it.
Linda said leave it. Jane said leave it. Jane. The other Jane said love it.
Okay.
Leave it. So they're all saying leave it.
We're leaving it.
We're leaving it.
We're leaving it. Okay.
Audrey, she says 33 years on the 3rd.
Woohoo.
Happy anniversary.
Man, marriage takes work. It's not easy. Okay, so here's my bowl of embellishment balls.
Scatters and fillers.
So you guys have seen, okay, I don't really care what they call them, what they're labeled in the stores. These are glitter styrofoam balls. They call them vase fillers. They call them scatters and fillers.
Yep.
They call them something else, candle fillers. They're glitter styrofoam balls, which when you go to stick these on a pipe cleaner, they go right in. And these will be fun. So like when you're doing your Halloween wreaths, you can take them and do your, you can spiral your pipe cleaners, and then they can be funky, googly things. You can take the white ones and draw little black eyes on them, or red eyes, whatever you want, make little eyes.
Yep.
But I put them on my, all the way around my wreath.
Remember last week Claudia was the one that she was trying to find those scatters and fillers?
Yes.
And she said, yes, I need a trip to see you. I hope you tried vase fillers, but we bought a bag, didn't we?
Yes, I did.
We bought a fall bag.
So if you want them, message me and I'll just mail them to you. That's what we do in our group. If you need something and we have something available, we'll send it to you. Got to pay for it, but we'll ship it to you.
Yep.
Lord knows that's how I got my Deco Mesh from Gail.
Lynn asked, do you make as much money on these bubble wreaths as a ribbon wreath?
Price point wise,
not
as far
quite.
as your profit goes, I think you're the same, because these look just as amazing. So you're not really losing out on these. Like this one will go for about $57, and then the one that I did with the lights with the remote, that one I have listed for $70, I think. So it
65
just
or 70,
changes.
something, yeah.
You just gotta put it out there. So it just depends on what you want, how much time, how much effort, how much labor you're putting into everything.
Everybody says they're still all about the cruise for the Wreath Maker Convention.
That would be an expensive cruise, but I don't see why there isn't any reason why we could pull something like that off.
Yeah.
Seriously. We just have to find a good time of the year. It has to be cost effective for people. So I'm just alternating the colors, but you guys can generally get the gist of what it looks like. So you just sit here and you, because you're putting them on your pipe cleaners, the nice thing is that if you want to move this one up and move this one down, move this one more to the center or wherever you want, your pipe cleaners are movable. So just move them to any position you want.
Carol, she said she just had her 52nd anniversary last month.
That
Woohoo.
is so awesome.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Patricia, Kat used this is the bubble technique or the bubble method.
The bubble, yes, definitely bubble. So I'm just alternating these between, I have like a turquoise blue, a dark blue, the white, the green. So you just keep changing out your colors. I have some that have a lot of glitter. I have some that have just a little bit of glitter.
And right now, these scatters and fillers, they're usually in the seasonal section. So if it's Christmas, they're in with the Christmas stuff. If it's fall, they're in with the fall stuff.
Yeah, just some, I think sometimes you might have to walk around your Hobby Lobby to find them. Or just Google styrofoam glitter balls. That's what I call them, because that's technically what they are. So what I do afterwards, that I won't, you know, obviously for time's sake today, once you stick these in, they're really easy to take off, and then you would just hot glue them on so that they would last for as long as the customer had them on. You don't want them to, you know, unwrap it, pull it out, and your styrofoam balls fall off.
And you don't have to put them on every pipe cleaner, but you can.
I like them on every pipe cleaner.
Yep. Except where the bow is.
Yeah, except where the bow is. I'm kind of skipping that section. But it's nice because they go all the way around. So there's more of that for you guys. So, because we know that there's 2 pipe cleaners in every section, like the balls come small or they have bigger ones. There's a little one. There's a green one with glitter on it. We'll put the blue one. And that's the nice thing, is that it does give it that extra something I think it would be missing if you just left it like that with a bow.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just a, what do you call it? It wasn't a failure. It was just an accident that actually worked or something like that. There's a term for that.
We did it for Halloween. It was like,
yeah, I did these for Halloween last year on like the black or the black with purple, black with orange, and
we did them with eyes.
we had eyes on them. So I have a few more left. White. And like I said, they slide right on just because they're little styrofoam balls.
Yep. So there's other people who are saying that they found red, white, and blue ones. They found them in the party sections.
Yes, the red, white, and blue is in the seasonal section in a Hobby Lobby right now. That's this section, less the stars. I just cut a star garland apart because I wanted the stars for something else. I mean, as we showed, even on the Christmas wreath, you can incorporate red and white stars on there. It's definitely something you can do.
Happy anniversary to those who are
Celebrating their anniversary.
celebrating their anniversaries or already had them. Happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
And
Gail said this will be my last week home, so if anyone needs anything at Hobby Lobby, please let her know and she'll gladly
oh, that's right, she's working.
shop and ship it. Yeah, she's going back to work on the 9th.
Gail was nice, man. She shipped me 6 rolls of Deco Mesh because their Hobby Lobby actually has their fall. Like, I really wanted candy corn Deco Mesh. So I was like, Gail, get me some candy corn Deco Mesh. I'll pay for it to ship it. So she was nice. She
Gail
shipped
said
it
they
all
look
up.
like air bubbles in the water. Yep.
Don't they?
And yes, once she sticks them on, she's just showing you guys, but after the video, we'll go back and we'll glue them on.
Glue them all back on.
So you just glue the glue in the hole where she stuck it on. Just push the glue in there with a glue gun and then stick it right on.
Yep. Here's my last one. The very, very last one. But like I said, it just kind of completes that look a little bit. So let me take this one down. This can go over here. So they're very thick. If you guys can see how thick this is,
You
it
just
should
stick
be
it up
about
and show 'em.
6 inches thick. I feel like Mary Poppins.
With the bow, probably 7.
Yeah, with the bow is about 7. Mary Poppins. That's what it feels like.
You want to show them right there?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Got it a ball that fell on the counter. So that's what it looks like. We'll fix the bow once we get it up on the door.
So we think likes, give it likes and loves for loving it.
It's simple. It's really easy to do. You guys saw how quick I can put that together. So can you.
Yep.
Just have all your, just kind of pick and choose what you want. So let's get it to go to the next one. I just don't want it to cover up the sign. Just picking that up.
So Coral, this teal color mesh, we've never usually had a problem at Hobby Lobby. That's where we get it.
That's
But I'm sure
exactly Hobby Lobby.
I'm sure it's probably a
Deco Mesh.
craft outlet or the wreath shop. You could probably find
You
it.
just have to look for it, and metallic teal is exactly the color that they call it. And I will post the materials list in the private group, so you guys will have the SKU number for Hobby Lobby. If they don't have it in your local Hobby Lobby, you can go to Hobby Lobby online. Hopefully, it will be there.
Oh yeah, they asked about the starfish
I
and
know,
the
I
stars.
was looking. I just had the starfish there. You could put them, I just don't like the color of the seahorses. But you could put them in, just like so. Hot glue them. They could go, because they have like the little coil
Yeah,
on them. You could actually just tie them on
so they're
to,
magnets.
well, yes.
But you could cut the magnets off.
Yeah, you could put these in. Like if we took this one off.
You could glue them in.
And I'm like trying to pull the little pom-pom off. Yeah, you could put it in like so. So, and I would probably, I don't think I would add the glue. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, it still looks good.
Yeah, like,
What's the other one's gonna
I
fall?
know, I was looking at it. I was looking at it when I pulled it off. So, I'm watching that other one. Something like that. So yeah, I think I probably will add the starfish to it, just to kind of keep the ocean theme going. I don't think I would add these guys. They're just the wrong shade of blue. They're more of a navy and, what is it? A navy
Like
and
a
a white.
navy gray. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys think?
A lot of people says, "Oh, put them on." They like the starfish.
The starfish? I am going to leave the starfish on.
Yeah.
I even have another one.
Yeah, she got the she got the seahorses from
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
You guys know me. Cracker Barrel. Everything comes from Cracker Barrel.
Everybody's saying yes on the starfish. It makes it look good.
Yeah, so I'd probably come back in and add, I'd probably put him here and add 2 white. Try not to knock the other one off. And then probably put this one here. So,
Yeah.
just like that. So
So
I
go
will
back and
actually
glue 'em.
glue them onto the pipe cleaners with Gorilla Glue. And yeah, that finishes off our wreath. What do you guys think?
Patricia, just go back and watch the rest of this video. She'll show you the bubble technique on how she did it. And she's got other ones that are on her public group too that you did. So this is like the 5th one now, I think.
Well,
4th or
there's
5th.
2 on the public, and then there's
1 on the private.
1 on the private.
Yeah.
No, I think 2.
2.
2. We did a Halloween, and then we did the one with the witch.
Yep.
Which got taken to Caitlin's house because it was 36 inches long, and shipping on something like that would be like $60-something. So I was like, no, we'll take it to Caitlin's and drop it off. So, because she's really big into Halloween, so
Yep.
it'll go on her door. So, any questions you guys have about the bubble technique, bubble balls, whatever? Anything?
That's it. So everybody's saying love it. Awesome. Yeah, they like the starfish in it. So
I think we need the starfish on it. And then just leave the regular ones so they're like little bubbles that bubble up. So I like it too.
Yeah.
Good suggestion. So we will incorporate those and glue them. But all right. I will see you guys next Friday at 5. And then just keep checking the page. Steve and I are going to look at our schedules and see when we could possibly squeeze in another public live. But Friday nights at 5 will never change. That is my commitment to the group. It has always been my commitment to the group that Fridays at 5. Friday Night Live at 5 was always our thing. So, and then we started throwing Sundays in, and then Wednesdays. So, who knows? Maybe we'll do Wednesdays too. One before, one after. So.
Yeah, there's a couple of people. Well, somebody said, do you know the exact name of the fillers? I know we have them here. They're called vase fillers.
Okay.
But Hobby Lobby doesn't shop by SKU number.
This one came from this. This is actually called bowl and vase fillers. So that's this. It came in the Christmas area.
By the Christmas shop?
For $6.99. Yeah, it's a Christmas shop. Hobby Lobby, and I tore the little thing off. So I'll give you the item number if you want to look them up. It's 678-4755, but it's this color is that item number. And then these ones that are in their fall section, because I try to throw the tags in, are called scatters and fillers. See what I'm saying? They're glitter balls, people. Glitter balls. Just put it down. $4.99 for a bag this big. And it comes with all those colors. SKU number or item number for you guys at Hobby Lobby only. 5739784. So, and these ones, I don't know, because I've had them way too long. But go to the red, white, and blue patriotic section in Hobby Lobby. Look for them on the wall with all their party stuff. And that's where you'll find these ones.
Hey, and Jean said right. There was absolutely no glitches tonight.
Yes, because we hardwired into the internet. So that will be our thing from now on. And I don't know. I think our kids were lying. I think they were on the internet.
Okay.
So just remember, look at these from different perspectives. When you're picking up colors going, okay, it's just fall. No, see them as different colors. The red, like I said, you can put into Christmas. The white, definitely Christmas. White and blue, definitely Christmas. You can put the green and orange into Halloween. The brown and orange and green is fall. These ones, all year long. I plan on doing pink and purple wreaths this year for Christmas because I had quite a few people ask for purple last year. So we'll be making some pink and purple.
And you can get the Starfish from Joann's, Michael's.
No.
I think even Walmart has it.
This Starfish, okay, they call vase fillers. They're Starfish.
Yeah.
Okay, this came from Kohl's. This is where we got these.
But they have it at Joann's and Michael's too.
Yeah.
They have them. Different sizes.
And
Walmart might even have them.
yes, Walmart. Dollar Tree sometimes has starfish and seashells. So stock up. Just, you're going to start seeing things in a whole different light when you go shopping because you're going to be looking for things. Dollar Tree has things like grapes. If you're going to put them in your grape vineyard, don't go over to Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's and spend $8 for a bunch of grapes. Go to the Dollar Tree and get 3 bunches for $3. So I'm all about trying to help you keep cost effective but still turn out a real high quality product. So just because it doesn't cost an awful lot to make it doesn't mean that it's not any less value than someone who spends, I don't know, 100 and some odd dollars in materials. We're looking for ways to make it to where everyone can enjoy doing this. So.
Yep. And then somebody else, I think it was Jean or somebody said that color would actually look really good with remember that peacock tutorial that you watched? That would look really good with a peacock tutorial.
We'll be doing that in the spring. We're going to be doing the peacock wreath with real peacock feathers. So we're just going to actually have like our peacock right here in the middle, and then we'll probably do double, but then he's going to have all his peacock feathers all out here.
Yep, Janie, I saw you. She said I give up. I saw her. That's what we just commented on about that and then the peacock.
That would make an awesome peacock color. Yeah, that's what I said. See, people are already thinking outside the box. You can use that here. You can use that there. You can use that with white and turn it into like a Frozen themed Christmas wreath and put what do you call them? Snowflakes all over it and add white in between that. So.
Yep. And the starfish are not styrofoam. They're kind of like a ceramic.
They're like plaster.
Plaster, yeah.
They're not. Well, I think they're a mold.
You can get them real if you want to put them in, but you can also get them plaster.
I try to keep the weight down.
Yep.
It's all about weight for us. Weight is ugly.
Janie, so I think we answered your question, right, about the peacock wreath.
Yes. We'll be doing that.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Well, I will talk to you on Friday I don't know what we're making yet. I have to like put on my creative thinking cap and come up with something cool. I was thinking something Halloween. I don't know why. Oh, okay. I'll save it. Just look for the announcement next week and I'll share. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. Have a blessed work week if you're headed out to work. If not, if you're in my private group, we're going to have a Q&A tomorrow. I just haven't figured out the time. So bring your questions. Bring anything you guys have to the table. And, also, private member people, we're taking Wednesday off. So we'll just postpone the class for the 4th of July. Because everyone's like, oh, I'll just watch the replay. I'm like, well, I kind of have to have interaction for a business class. So we're just going to push that class to the following Wednesday. So have a great 4th of July. Be with your families because I'm always about families first. And have a great week. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me, inbox me, leave a comment below, and we'll go through and we'll try to answer as many as we can. Have a great night.
And yes, those seahorses are still available at Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel in their coastal living section, which is online at their general store. Okay.
Okay. Bye, everybody.